Hi everybody, Legend of my newbie here. Let me put this in the correct view, like this, more or less. You saw the title, so yes, I managed to push the time down. I'm going to leave a PDF with the build guide that I developed for this setup. I think that this can scale quite well against people. So I was playing in slow. I'm happy that I'm building the skills that I now can beat extreme AI in fast speed. Nevertheless, for this that I wanted to do this challenge of beating it under 14 minutes game time, I was playing in slow. So this is a map where I'm not so lucky. As you can see, there is board instead of rhinocerons, but I managed to see the deer, and I start with the deer pushing. This time even before I find this other two chips. Okay, so I'm going to speed this up. Things important is that the fifth one is going to get the boar, is luring the boar. I'm hunting only with 4 people. Previously I was doing it with 6, and 4 is more efficient. You need to do 3 arrows and basically it's a perfect kill. Then I'm shifting everybody from the chip. I'm finalizing the chip that before I wasn't doing that. I'm sending everybody to the boar. And then this is something interesting. From the boar, I'm not waiting to finish the boar. Everybody to the first deer. They are going to finish the deer faster than the boar. And let me slow down this to explain. The deer, how I slow down here. If we select here, a deer has 150 40 meat. The boar had over 200. So in order to avoid rot, what is most efficient is to deplete what is the smaller fish, so you have less things rotting both at the same time. So I send everybody to deer. I'm not splitting the hunt, and then sending back to the boar. Okay, so here I'm luring the second boar. This was going at a fast pace. The 11th, so the 10th is the one luring the second boar, and it's another perfect kill. You only need 9 villagers to get a perfect kill. Basically you are doing just the right amount of damage. Once again, I'm sending everybody, well, not everybody because there isn't enough space, but I'm sending a lot of people to the deer and then shifting back to the boar. With the 13, I'm building the house near the goal and then queuing that person close the goal. With only 2 in wood, the timings fit just perfectly. You just have enough time to build the mining cap. Here I make a few mistakes, like the mining cap shouldn't be there. It should be positioned with 1 slot, so if I'm getting attacked, basically I can build a house or an empalisade wall and survive. Here I'm depleting 2 chips and then sending everybody to wood. And in the meanwhile, I'm scouting my opponent. Now here, few things. I'm going to pause quickly. I think that this is the key for the AI to surrender so fast. And the thing is that, look at my map, here in the mini map, you can see all the scout that I did with the chips. And the thing is that I think that the AI to surrender is looking at the score and basically computing like, hey, how am I against my rival? When you are exploring, you are basically increasing your score. So it was quite positive to do this a little bit extra of exploration with the chips, even though I didn't need the information, but just to pump a little bit higher my score. Also, if you see the shape of the exploration of my scout, it was not going into a straight line, it was making like a C, and then the 17th village that you can see here, this lovely lady, she is going directly to my opponent. Now, things that are different is that before I was sending 2 villagers and I was running a little bit short on wood. I haven't enough right when I hit feudal to do everything that I wanted. This I think that is more efficient, and you will see what's come next. The thing is that as you are arriving to your opponent space so early, here I'm just looking information, you are going to see what I do with his scout. I was not fast enough. In other games I have been able to intercept the boar and basically get that first kill by just stepping between the TC and the villager, so the boar can get the kill. This time it's a shame because I was doing the loop around the town center and it was 50-50. But look who I found here. He's a scout. So I start harassing his scout and basically preventing the deer pushing and doing some damage. Here I'm already building the barracks. This is another change. I'm not wasting my wood, my lumberjacks there. Here this is a mistake. These guys shouldn't be here. I didn't queue properly the guys to go to the lumber camp, but it doesn't matter. Here again I was just harassing a little bit. I managed to deviate his deer, and at this point I'm starting to attack his wood line. All I'm trying to do is deny resources to make his game a little bit slower. And as you can see, I hit feudal, and exactly at the same time I was having enough wood to build my archery range. Now from here I'm improvising a little bit. Some games I build a second archery range earlier on. And others games like this one I just won with a single archery range. But what I'm doing is building a house near his lumber camp, because what I'm planning to do is basically deny this. This was a risky move against a real person. Basically that villager is going to be dead for sure. I have no loom at this point and I'm really close to everybody. But the first archers come by to save. Here finally his villagers are starting to attack my lady. She's going to give some support to the archer, and let's see if I get the kill. Probably, maybe. Yes, I get the first kill. Now I'm trying to close down the deal with the scout. So I was not able to do what I wanted. My tower is a little bit late, but the purpose of this tower is basically like, hey, screw you, you are not going to have wood. And I think that is equally important to get earlier army, as also to prevent him to getting resources, so his score remains really slow and basically you are denying. This is not a perfect game. You can see here that the scout is not doing a lot. I was a little bit late to switch the stand ground position and remove it, but nevertheless eventually I did it, and here I'm doing some damage. Here I did a mistake, almost died because of the TC. In the meanwhile, my economy back home, I took, you didn't saw, but I took somebody from the lumber camp to build the mill. Then I'm sending everybody to berries. At this time I have overflow of wood, so probably that was a mistake on my side. I should have started to build some farm. I'm not doing any economic upgrades on this, and let me pause here and tell you why. Probably people are going to say, hey, like, hey, what a noob. You shouldn't be doing that, you are delaying your game. The double beat axe is great. Yes, the double beat axe is great, but it takes around 4 minutes or so to get even in terms of the resources. And this game, at this point I'm on in the 12-minute mark, there's not going to be enough time for me to really take advantage of that. If you ask me, like, what do I prefer? To have done that before, that about this time is that I'm going to break even, but probably I will have a struggle to get one villager, because there is a time where I don't have enough food, or to have this army of archers, have the tower and potentially have enough wood to get the second archery range. At this point, my army is strong enough that if I start building the second archery range, he's not going to be able to deny it. Look at this, I have 3 in goal. I think I'm starting to send everybody into goal, so I'm going to be able to sustain 2-range production. So again, I'm not doing any eco upgrades in this game, because basically everything happens so fast that there isn't enough time to get the payoff. My scout dies, that is a bummer. So taking in consideration that my scout died, the score went a little bit lower, you can consider that, hey, under 14 is not the cap, probably you can do even better. Here I was trying to arrange my echo, these guys were sitting doing nothing. Oh, my villager is in trouble, she almost died, but still okay. And here I wake up again, I set up my economy the way I wanted, and I'm sending these guys to harass a little bit more. This tower was well placed, but it was not perfect. It was not fully denying his wood line. He was trying to get something here, but overall it was good enough. He doesn't have the resources to do everything that he wanted. If he built the second lumber camp around here, probably it's going to be a big compromise on his end. And here I get the GG, around 1350, and just with 1 second to spare, I managed to close the game under 14 minutes. So yeah, it's quite difficult to get it under this time. Before I was getting the GGs and you win at 14 minutes 1 second, and I really wanted to break the 14 minutes cap. I think I have managed to do it even faster, but somehow I lost the recordings. So yeah, this is a quick recap. I have done this strategy, done different, but the things that are in common is that my Dark Age is always the same, and I always start with archery range, then a tower, and then I can pivot. Sometimes I'm going to go with the second archery range, sometimes I'm going to go with the blacksmith first. It depends on if I have made mistake, if I have lost some of my army. For example, in this case I have already 9 archers. I think that it's more convenient to get the blacksmith and get fletching before getting the another archery range. That's it, guys. Link below with a comprehensive PDF of the build order. I'm new in the game, believe it or not. I'm new in the game. I'm so new that I have only played 1 ranked game, because I'm in that stage where I'm afraid to facing other people. This is the end of the video. Bye bye.